NSCN-IM Ato Kilonsir Twingalen Muivah arrives in his birthplace, Somdal, after 61 years. Shocking that Congress party is being blamed for Manipur conflict, says MPCC President K. Meghachandra. As the long-awaited Ningol Chakoba approaches, women in relief camps are filled with sadness and regret. And Fisheries Director urges public to choose local fish over Hazardia's imports to support farmers. Hello, a very good evening everyone and welcome to ISTV English News. You're with me, Chingshubum Kandukaps Janu. Now let's see the news in details. In a message read out by Deputy Ato Kilonsir VS Atem in connection with the historic return of the Ato Kilonsir of the NSCN GPRN Twingalen Muivah after 61 years to his hometown, it was said that only implementing into action the Amsterdam Joint Communique and Framework Agreement can bring solution for the Naga. In the homecoming ceremony held at TNL Yokrul Ground, NSCN-IM top officials, leaders of the CSOs from Hill and Valley regions and around 20,000 people gathered to welcome NSCN-IM Supreme. Muivah, who joined the armed group known as the Naga National Council, left home in 1964 and since then, Muivah had been unable to return home openly. But his visit beginning today is warmly welcomed by various organizations from both the Hill and Valley regions. In the event, as the 91-year-old Th. Muivah could not speak, the Deputy Ato Kilonsir VS Atem read out the message of the Th. Muivah. In the message read out by Atem, it was stated that the Naga issue is neither an internal matter of India nor Burma. This is because if it were an internal issue of India, then talks would have taken place under the Indian constitutions involving the Prime Minister of India and not in a third neutral country. The fact that talks were held in a neutral third country signifies otherwise. One of the key outcomes of the negotiation was the signing of the Amsterdam Joint Communique on July 11, 2002 and the Framework Agreement on July 3, 2015. These two historic agreements officially recognize the Naga's unique history and the political status of the Nagalim. The message further noted that there is no other interpretation or alternate narrative that can override this understanding. It emphasized that this recognition must be upheld and implemented in both letter and spirit, the message read.
Generation comes and goes, but nation stays. The issue we are fighting for is greater and older than most of us who are gathered here at this Tangkul Nagalong ground today. Taking this opportunity, I thank and acknowledge the dedication and commitment for my journey to Somdal, my birthplace, to the convener, organizing committee, Mr. Arzimik Kilonsir, and all the members of the subcommittee member from Okrul, Somdal, and Dahamjam. My appreciation and thanks to all the well-wishers who have facilitated this journey, including the non-Naga people.
MPCC President K. Meghachandra stated that the claim that as MLAs are suspended and PR is imposed, the MLA have no right to form a government is undermining of democracy and a violation of the democracy and constitutional values. He further asserted that blaming the Congress party for the current crisis is shocking. He pointed out that the public is fully aware of who is accountable for the crisis in Manipur. He said that the crisis could be resolved within an hour. However, the inability to bring solution till that is the direct outcome of leadership failure. Megachandra also raised concern over the misuse of funds allotted for IDPs. He emphasized that the government must genuinely understand the suffering of IDPs and take appropriate action, rather than misusing the funds meant for their relief. He alleged that the government is engaging in the rhetoric instead of real work, while the public continues to suffer, and added that let the people make the decision.
Law and order ngak pangamdra hujik lady law and order ngak pa natraga ngak tabase masi Congress na tawrinin haiba laiba members singna sarkar semba ngambagi sakti leitraga president rule lay aduna sarkar semba ngamdabani haibasi suyam laibak thibani laiba constitution de piriba magi hak singdo madu sinaba ngamdaba aduga yamna dignity adagi magi sakti mayam singadu lan uhanba ama thoi popular government semani aduga amuk halaga handak semdrabadi resign tawrone mo hai amuk halaga president ru leibani na sarkar sem jadre hai basi soiron noina praja singna lawni ni khali aduna maram warkanda masi angakpa phawi prajada tegi press ta kaida hai ruitebni hai ni khali.
As the long-awaited Ningol Chakoba festival approaches in Manipur, a time traditionally filled with joy and reunion, many women living in relief camps are overwhelmed with sorrow and longing. Instead of celebrating with their families, these women find themselves confined within the camps for 2 years and 5 months now, unable to partake in the festivities. Their hearts are heavy with regret and sadness during this special occasion. Here is a report.
Ningol Chakoba is a very important and significant festival which is celebrated annually on the second day of lunar month Hyanggai. This year's Ningol Chakoba is also on 23rd of this month. Many peoples are ready to celebrate this Ningol Chakoba with much gusto, but let us see how do IDPs, brothers and sisters who have been staying in relief camp for about 2 years and 5 months feel with the advent of Ningol Chakoba with a special ISTV report from the field.
Pinga ta pokon ni na khoi di Chakobi na bak laite du isina pomba san ba yai ma da handa hat etek ta laite na karai de Chakobo no khoi ni yumbo su laitra kan ti da si ga jahi au ma yi la ka dore isa jing ju ko phangde ada khoi su chaling bagi wakhan su laitre ibung sing u di lai du su lao di hai su chaling dre san pa ani ne leiba amado nang hai maningi lan da yau khramna hana di cha no ko chen chen da na ima Chakoba hai ru na ba kholu na ba taw ni hujikti ma leitram ni na khoju leiri ba phibam ji da kari no hai do che cha sing du na di lang ni ngam doi ni ba
Eju ichi ani hum yawe eju chakauning ga joi nasibo haiba chatri kai gino hara kana ina Chakoba chapa ije ichi singju kemda ichi ani yawe ine singju kemda leba yawe ichi amadi hitongana lebani adu kemda leba ichi du ina kamai Chakoba hai chakani tonganda leba ichi du joina hairu matang ina kai piba ngamani hida nomage aphang suraga charaga leba khoina ichi singi khalubada yam nuaite
cha jing maya pulap kau do phangdare hujikti punsi gi sumaina sum laira draina khalle kari upai no khoi hujik tau duise loina mak tak loi hora badina Chakoba gi wakhan ju kai sum tak khan balaite cha jing gi khallaga da di yam ngaite ni onjik na di am lak ding bani cha jing
mapan thu matungda di irang rangaga itau tawraga Chakoba si irang leitabadawna moida karim khandabadawna irang si kaw khibadawna dum uba ma phangi adu matungda khoina relief camp da changpa matam sita de khoi gi chali che singjina maksan naraga handak chei di kana Chakoba khot pai panaba matam da moi gi saktam singju ura khoina mapan singdu uraga compare to matam da khoi yam pen da ba yam nuai jada akhoi je hojik mayam na kaw khibadawna tawkhre ba hojik se
lan ji loidri ngai da mayam na kumai harawa ma tauba Bazada khangde ma da khangde posai lebu ko pata upje khoi ju pung yam nungai te sumba gi tawaning de irang ji loi bagi dumai na moi wakhan da loina pui
akhoi jina su wana sumaina lelaga hujikse sangai festival na daidi Chakoba da du tawre ka ain tawbaje khangde kari no ma da leiba dong hujikse tawkhala ije tumgi asal leiba na te khoina hingi ne toije ana ye yaurak pa kai daw matamda pura ta tai tai ba aduduga hujiksina khangde loina kaubagi dagi di lanje tawdabagi bhablom da chatkhi dawagi mawong adumaina urappaji nungaite
Unlike the previous years, which was heavily impacted by the prevailing situation in Manipur, this year shows great effort to celebrate the Ningol Chakoba despite many challenges in the relief camp. But the IDPs, brothers and sisters who have been staying in the relief camp for about 2 years and 5 months are eagerly waiting the government to send back to their original home as a gift of Ningol Chakoba for this year. But we cannot predict the time when the IDPs, brothers and sisters will return back to their original home. We have to wait and watch the time. For ISTV News, I am Kumarji Wahengbam with our cameraman Jigagan Sharma reporting for you from the field, Impal West District Relief Camp.
Director of Fisheries Department T. Phulen Meitei has encouraged people to consume local fish to promote local farmers instead of imported fish, which are hazardous to Director of Fisheries Department T. Phulen Meitei has encouraged people to consume local fish to promote local farmers instead of imported fish, which are hazardous to human health. He made the remark during the opening of the 46th Annual Fish Fair cum Fish Crop Competition 2025 organized as part of Ningol Chakoba Festival at the Hapta Kangjaibung Palace compound. A total of 136 farmers opened 141 stall at the fish fair, and their target is to sell over 1.5 lakh kilogram of fish. Additional Chief Secretary Government of Manipur Vivek Kumar Devgand, Commissioner of Fishery Department Government of Manipur Haubam Rosita, and Special Secretary Nita Arambam to grace the occasion as the main guests. Director of Fisheries Department T. Phulen Meitei further stated that fish and fish products are fondly consumed by the people of Manipur, and even during ceremonies, fish are widely cooked as delicacies. As such, in order to meet Manipur's daily fish consumption demand, approximately 64 metric tons of fish are required on average, he said. He continued that the department has been working closely with the farmers, providing assistance to increase the fish production in Manipur. He also spoke about the increase of sareng production for the present year as compared to last year. Prizes are also given to farmers who produce the largest quantity of fish in a year, he said.
Keno changi requirements nga gi machinjak pijadaba yade nga senanaba akhoi gi mi thamdaba yade aduna adum mayam sing du gi sendo kaitho akanda khoi nga machinjak se mapalom dagi sum asam lom dagi import tawraga leibanina khoi da fish feed mill sing matik chana leitribanina nga gi puthorak pagi sada cost khara khara de changi ado matam gi matungina khoi tilapia dagi ukabi maman handara isini ana matam gi matungina khoi gi fish production je hengal ei gai nga gi maman se control tabonga makani.
On the occasion of Ningol Chakoba, Governor of Manipur J. Kumar Bhalla has extended warm greeting and heartfelt wishes to the people of the state, especially to all the mothers, sisters and daughters who are at the heart of this cherished celebration. In his message, the Governor described Ningol Chakoba as a celebration of the sacred bond between married women and their parental families, a festival that beautifully reaffirms the value of love, respect and unity in society. He noted that the festival observed on the second day of the lunar month of Hyangay reflects the rich cultural heritage and social harmony of Manipur, where strong family ties and mutual affection continue to shape the strength of the community. Calling upon everyone to uphold the spirit of love and togetherness, the Governor wished for happiness, good health and prosperity for every family in the state. Speaker of Manipur Legislative Assembly Thokchom Sathyabrata to extended warm wishes to the people of the state and Manipuris across the world. His message, Speaker Sathyabrata said this year Ningol Chakoba holds a deeper meaning, coming at a time when unity and understanding are needed more than ever. He reflected on the symbolic power of the festival, where a brother's invitation to his sister becomes more than just tradition. It becomes, he said, a call to harmony. He urged the people to let this festival to be more than a reunion of families, to let it be a moment that rekindles compassion, healing and reconciliation across society. Former Chief Minister Nongthombam Biren also extended his warm greeting for Ningol Chakoba to the people of Manipur and Manipuris across the world. He conveyed his best wishes, especially to the women and sisters who are at the heart of this cherished celebration, describing Ningol Chakoba as a unique tradition that reflects Manipur's rich cultural heritage. He said the festival strengthened the sacred bond between brothers and sisters and highlights the deep respect for womanhood in society. He said the occasion is more than just a family gathering but a celebration of unity, love and the timeless values that bind the communities together. He also stressed the importance of preserving and promoting such cultural traditions that foster harmony and mutual respect. He called on everyone to celebrate Ningol Chakoba with renewed spirit, spreading joy, goodwill and peace across all the communities. He concluded with wishes for happiness, prosperity and harmony in every household. Internally displaced women currently taking shelter at the relief camp in Lamding Higher Secondary School, Thoubal District came together today to celebrate Ningol Chakoba in a heartfelt observance held at Lamding Ikop Ningtho Temple. The event was organized by the Lamding WhatsApp group. The celebration brought together displaced women from More and Churachandpur. MLA of Kangabog Assembly Constituency Okram Surja Kumar, along with his wife Dr. Mickey Hizam, attended the program as chief guest. They were joined by Lamding WhatsApp group representative S. Chauba and Sangay Yumpham Jilla Parishad member Mohammad Hibzur Rahman, among other dignitaries. The women marked the occasion by sharing traditional meals and warm moments of togetherness, a bittersweet reminder of home and family. Gifts and essential items were also distributed to the women, making the celebration meaningful despite their displacement. Addressing the gathering, MLA Surja Kumar said peace and harmony will be fully restored in Manipur only when all displaced persons are able to return to their homes. He noted that many families have already begun returning safely, signaling hope for lasting peace. The MLA expressed optimism that by the next Ningol Chakoba, more mothers and sisters will be able to celebrate in their own homes. The event was also attended by Councillor Y. Ibo Pisak of Wangjing, Lamding Municipal Council, Social Worker Lai Shiram Subhas, Y. Basan, President of LWZ, Treasurer L. Roman, Advisor Ngangom Joy and K. Shyama. As Manipur prepares to celebrate Ningol Chakoba, the student unions of Kangleipak SUK has appealed to traders and shopkeepers across the state to refrain from overpricing goods and ensure fair trading practices during the festive season. Addressing the media, Women's Welfare Secretary of SUK Kerisham Ophelia extended warm greeting to the people of Manipur, especially to women, on the occasion that honors the sacred bond between brothers and sisters. She urged traders to display price lists clearly in front of their shops, promoting transparency and protecting consumers from potential exploitation during the celebration. She also called on the public to support the awareness campaign and activities being organized by 6 student bodies in connection with the festival. Wishing everyone peace, happiness and prosperity, she expressed hope that this year's Ningol Chakoba will further strengthen unity, love and social harmony among all communities in the state.
Chakobagi pochai mamal hena yon naba hotnariba asisu lepiyu pochai mamal thet tabi yon ningba mamanda yon ba dukal sing yang sinduna suk yauna tongan ba student unions taruki thomi sing na jangsin jari ba khongsen asi da shu leibak miyam sing na sagat biyo amadi ningol sing gi yam na pukning nungsiba oiriba lamdam asigi atang ba kumhai Ningol Chakoba bu mamal leiba amadi nungsi chandana punna pangthok minasi haina student union of Kanglei Park Suki Maike dagi ya proposal pisari.
Former Manipur Chief Minister Nongthombam Biren has denied any connection to a viral social media post, calling it a fabricated attempt to mislead the public and draw him into unwarranted controversy. And Biren on Tuesday addressed a screenshot circulating online that falsely linked him to the recent SSC examination result. He clarified that the image is fact and has been deliberately created to misinform the public. He said it is not an isolated incident and similar attempts to spread misinformation involving his name have reportedly occurred multiple times in the past, pointing to a recurring patterns. He urged the public to remain cautious and avoid falling for misleading content being shared on social media. A high-level consultative meeting was held today at the mini conference hall of the City Convention Centre in Imphal to discuss the recent dismantling of the historic Manipur Rajbari in Shillong and chart the way forward for its restoration. The meeting was chaired by Director of Mahud and IPR, Ngangom Uttam, and brought together key experts and stakeholders. The gathering follows the government of Manipur's decision to constitute a monitoring and supervision committee on October 13, 2025 to oversee the reconstruction and restoration of the historic Rajbari, also known as Raitland building. The meeting detailed how the Rajbari was dismantled between September 29th and October 8 this year, with the recovered materials carefully preserved for reuse. Several eminent experts attended the offered valuable suggestions. Following detailed deliberation, the expert made three key recommendations which include to restore the Manipur Rajbari in line with analysis or as per the norms and guidelines of the Archaeological Survey of India and UNESCO, to engage reputed professional conservation experts to prepare a detailed development plan and guide the government during execution, and to include local experts in monitoring the project to ensure the preservation of the historical features, original architectural design and cultural significance. The meeting concluded with a strong collective resolve to revive and preserve the cultural and historical essence of the Manipur Rajbari in Shillong. Commanding Officer CEO of Group Center Langjing Imphal and Kunjarani Devi stated that Manipur's first participation in the Asian Weightlifting Championship in 1989 began from the foothills of Chairauching in Thangmaiban. She made the remarks during the installation of a new iron flag post at the second tower of the Chairauching, where the Salai Taret flag representing the 7 Meitei clans is hosted. The initiative was jointly organized by the Naharo Leisemba Club and Group Center Langjing Imphal. Recalling the past, Kunjarani Devi shared that when she represented Manipur at the Asian Weightlifting Championship in 1989, she was unable to raise any flag to represent her state. Saying the flag now hosted atop the sacred hill, she said, symbolically represents the identity and pride of the Meitei people. She also expressed deep pride and emotion upon seeing the flag proudly flying above Chairauching.
Sigi flag jo koina India ki represent tawwa chapa dagi Manipur ki represent tawwa state ki championship mayam national championship mayam jida koi sada sagon ka chapa ngamgireba ko aduna aina halaga andak chum aina chahi ama amuk pare aina chingkabje sira lakwa chingkabje sum thi leibasida aina ju phajaba ama igi keno dagi ai ju jamjam jigini ko ado aina phajaba amdam kachage na aina khiyan ji nungsi mandri katpanira.
Secretary of Naharol Leisemba Club Thangmaiban Sinam Laikai Yashobanta Maibam stated that the Salai Taret flag hosted at Cherau Ching was in a worn and dilapidated condition. Upon noticing this, and Kunjarani Devi, commanding officer of the group center Langjing Imphal, informed the club and took the initiative to replace it with a new flag. He expressed his heartfelt gratitude to the CEO for her support and timely action. He also appealed to all visitors who trek up the hills to dispose of bottle properly and help maintain the cleanliness and sanctity of Cherau Ching. Six-day exhibition cum panel discussion on folk culture and lifestyle of Northeast India with special focus on Manipur through canvas officially kicked off at Imphal Art Gallery, Kwakitel today. The event is jointly organized by Indira Gandhi National Centre for the Arts, Regional Centre Guwahati and Imphal Art Gallery under the aegis of Ministry of Culture. The inaugural function was attended by former Deputy Director Health Services Manipur, Soram Manikanta, eminent visual artist KSH Sarad, among others as the dignitaries. Speaking on the occasion, Manikanta emphasized on the importance of folk culture in representing the civilizations, human history, and natural history of a society. He then expressed optimism that the event will provide a platform to represent the state's tradition.
Culture si ina che khangpham thokran khali ina da chida khani yawri si kai kai yawge da khoi natural history ma khoi chi gi lei ba mafam si gi lei ba natural history je yawdna khoi da culture wo ya bod ade mo khoi da human history ja khoi ji kamai da lei kamai da hore ga amni chingba ali mathak ta mo lining la shol si yawde bod machine learning na so to mo tam si da khoi na entire kan si chi loin effect doi mana mo nga si se da uli ba nga si gi art gallery si thami ba exhibition si da so to ba magi painting na digi magi photograph sing su meaningful oi ramdi ma sai da khoi na karamai to mi ka haim ching ba ma khoi da reflect oi mas ma angai da khoi kamai to mi hojina kamai to ri ana haim ching adu khoi na after all tension lagu ma tam chili akhoi khuni ma sing ma sina khoi horuk pham khoi identity se masi preserve to bosina khoi culture se preserve to bosina akhoi gi identity se utpam ngam gi hai ba gi thaja ba se ai ma se jale je.
As part of the Indian 60-year celebration, a voluntary blood donation camp was held in Imphal West today. The one-day voluntary blood donation camp was jointly organized by Seja Blood Center and Transfusion Services in collaboration with the Indian Oil Corporation Limited. The camp was held at the LPG bottling plant in Sekmai, Imphal West, and witnessed enthusiastic participation from around 25 donors, including Indian oil staff, local youths and volunteers from the Sekmai area. Their collective efforts were aimed at saving lives and supporting the region's blood supply through this life-saving act. In a significant step towards fostering national unity and youth empowerment, the Assam Rifles today flagged off a national integration tour for the students of the Barand Baptist Academy, None, today. Organized under the Assam Rifles Civic Action Program, the tour is designed to expose young minds to the diverse cultural and historical landscape of the country. The students' delegation will travel to Delhi, Agra and Shillong, where they will visit iconic monuments, premier educational institutions and interact with national dignitaries, including a special meeting with the President of India. The initiative aims to broaden the students' world view, moving beyond regional and ethnic divides and reinforcing a sense of unity and national identity. Through such people-centric efforts, the Assam Rifles continues to play a vital role in shaping a brighter, integrated future for the youth of the Northeast. And with that, before we close the headlines once again. NSCN-IM Ato Kilonsar Twingalen Muivah arrives in his birthplace Somdal after 61 years. Shocking that Congress party is being blamed for Manipur conflict, says MPCC President K. Megachandra. As the long-awaited Ningol Chakoba approaches, women in relief camps are filled with sadness and regret. And Fisheries Director urges public to choose a local fish over hazardous imports to support farmers. Well, that was all in today's English News Bulletins. Thank you for joining with us. Have a good night.